Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well in this chilly New York. I'm from Dallas, so I have but thank you for taking time off today morning for attending our session. What we wanted to primarily cover today is how we at Infosys are helping insurers to leverage the codeless architecture of Unqork and try and accelerate and automate the transformation and the innovation journey that most of them are in, right? Vinay Kumar, I am part of the digital strategy and innovation practice at Infosys. Along with me, I have...
Good morning, all. This is Ritvik here. I'm also part of the digital strategy and innovation practice within Infosys. A very welcome to this session today, and I'm sure it would be an engaging session. We expect a lot of questions. We look forward to help you in this journey as you go through it. So let's get started. Vinay?
So as InsurTech takes off, right, over the last 6-7 years, I think it's grown to some 45 billion, right? Is it an opportunity? Is it a threat to insurers traditionally that are there, right? There is this problem statement that has been stated by insurers that InsurTech, do we need to use it? Do we need to be afraid of them? Some of them are even thinking that, okay, these guys are just catching on to some millennials, that's it, but we have traditional customer base, we have our channels, right? And all of that sort of stuff. But there are inherent inertia that has built into insurers traditionally, right? Because there is a lot of challenges that are there, be it the legacy that is there on average, 12 to 14 policy admin systems that are there, or core systems that are there, right? That don't let you to innovate and react faster to the changes that are happening in the market, right? That is a challenge that everyone knows, right? There is not much happening in terms of new product launches that are happening, right? While you compare that against an insurtech firm, right? They offer innovative pay as you use sort of models, right? And they're able to do it faster. Right? Compare that to traditional insurers, you're not able to roll off a new product in 12 to 16 months as well, right? Many traditional insurers today continue to face that challenge that is there. They continue to do all they can do to launch new products into market, innovative products into market, but the ability to launch that product that is relevant for the customer, driven by the data that is offered to you by the customer, is not there, right? Today, just call State Farm or any other insurance company. They have all the data in the world about you, but still they don't offer you that contextual insurance that you need, right? While the insurtechs, the likes of Metromile, right, pay as you use, the likes of ladderlife.com, the likes of the likes of Root Insurance for that matter. Root Insurance does not give you insurance until and unless they have captured your data for 30 days, right? They give you a quote only after they have your driving history for 30 days. And they are competitive, right? I'll give my own example. The quote that I got from State Farm was $150, right? While the quote that I got from Root Insurance was $60. Right? And I did not have to go to a website. I did not have to do anything. Everything on my app. A millennial like me, I don't want to go to traditional insurers, right? I would rather continue to do business with Root than go back to State Farm. So there are inherent problems by that are there, right? That has created inertia. But insurers today are doing what is required to be done, right? They are investing in cloud and edge innovation, right? They are investing in data. They are investing a lot in data, right? They're investing heavily into data platforms, right? We've all been part of that. We've all been part of that journey where there is that innovation that is happening. There is also the tendency to incubate insurtechs, right? There is seed funding kept aside from an alliance group, let us say, to incubate some of these insurtech firms, right? Adopt these insurtech firms, right? Some insurers in North America are taking a startup approach, right? I know of an insurer that we are working with that has said that, okay, I'm going to set aside $500 million. I will start a new company within my own company, right? Or a unit within my company. I will give them all the benefits that a startup has, let them build from scratch, right? They're taking that innovative model as well, right? But they are not able to catch up to many of these insurtech firms because these guys are not hindered by the legacy that is there, right? They're not hindered by the challenges to unlock the data, challenges to unlock and expose those APIs from their legacy that they have built up. There are all these challenges. They do automation, they spend a lot on automation, but there is no end-to-end automation. It's all tactical in nature, right? So what we see as an opportunity, right, and what we see we can help insurers with is what we call edge innovation, right? You leverage something like an Unqork with its codeless architecture to innovate around the edges, the fringe use cases that are there, and then try to hollow out the core that you have built up over a long period, right? That we believe is an approach that we can take to try and accelerate and drive this innovation, right? And one of the things that we've done as part of this is to build an insurance eApp marketplace that is helping customers, right? What this insurance eApp marketplace offers is primarily pre-built end-to-end journeys on the Unqork platform. It offers end-to-end automation, right? It comes in with, let us say, an intelligent automation with intelligent document extraction, AI ML models pre-built for the customer journeys that are there, right? It comes with plug and play capabilities, ability to integrate, let us say, with a core admin system like Guidewire, or integrate with a core admin system like Duck Creek, or your legacy systems as well. We are trying to build connectors, MQ connectors that can try and tap into your legacy, right? If you don't have the ability to expose your APIs or REST services and things like that from your legacy that you've built up, right? We are also, again, underlying all this is the codeless architecture that Unqork offers today, right? That is what is driving many of this. And the way we've structured this, the key building blocks for this is, like I said, the codeless architecture that Unqork offers. We've used that to rapidly build the eApps on top of this platform. But we've also used IP that we have developed on our own, right? We have a product engineering arm called Infosys ExtractEdge that offers intelligent document extraction, that offers AI ML models, right? For claims, for underwriting. So we've used some of the IP that we've built up over a period of time, integrated that, built end-to-end customer journeys, built connectors to core admin systems, built modules for rules management that can be exposed and managed by business themselves. For example, my underwriting score. How do I calculate my underwriting score? Can I give that ability to the business to manage those rules, right? Can we expose some of these, pre-build some of these access-based portals, right? Dashboards that are relevant. So we've leveraged the knowledge that we've built over the years to try and build all of this on top of Unqork and provide that to the insurers to try and accelerate that journey and accelerate that innovation. Some of the eApps that we have built over a period of time, and we continue to build more eApps as we go through, right? Across the different industries and across the different business lines that are there, be it life insurance, policy onboarding, policy servicing for life insurance. For commercial, we've built digital FNOL and an underwriting workbench because underwriting workbench continues to be a challenge, right? Document extraction and underwriting continues to be a challenge. Commercial, again, FNOL continues to be a challenge primarily because the brokers, the TPAs, the MGAs continue to send data to you in whatever format they want to. They continue to send data in natural language, right? You need natural language processing to extract that data. You need intelligent document processing to extract that data, make sense out of that data, and help you orchestrate that into your core admin systems, right? And also on the retirement side, right? Annuities in the retirement space, we've built up a lot of these end-to-end journeys or solutions that we've packaged as eApps, be it the retirement platform with the hardship withdrawal and other use cases, right? or the voluntary benefits, onboarding for voluntary benefits during the open enrollment seasons. There are many customers, even large ones today, still continue to use pen and paper, right? For open enrollments, right? How do we overcome all of this? How do we provide these apps to them to make their journey faster, to make them digital by nature, digital by default, is what we are aiming to do with this, right? And some of the key highlights of these things, right? Like I said, pre-built document extraction, pre-built AI ML models, and we'll see some of this in a small demo as well, right? Some of these are already pre-built into the solution, and we package all of this as a SaaS offering. We continue to build on these solutions as we learn from our customers, right? As we learn from the industry, as we learn from InsurTech that we partner with, right? We partner with a lot of InsurTech firms in the ecosystem, be it Attidot for the AIML models or things like that, right? So Snapsheet, for example, gives you end-to-end claims automation. We partner with them as well. We learn from them. So we bring all of these learnings together and try and build this and ensure that time to market, that innovation continues to happen in these traditional insurers, right? If we have to deep dive into one simple solution of all the solutions in the eApp marketplace that I talked about, if we take digital FNOL as a solution, what we have seen with digital FNOL, and we know the challenges, right? The main challenge with FNOL operations today is there is a lot of time being spent on capturing the data, setting up the claim correctly, right? Because again, as I said and reiterate, brokers, TPAs, MGAs continues to send data in the format that they want to. You might want to standardize a template and give you the template, but they'll still send you an email with their own attachments, right? They will not follow that standard template, right? You might be Allianz, you might be the biggest one in the room, but they're not going to follow your template. And there is a huge dependency on them, right? So, but how do you enable them? Right? Can you use some of these solutions to enable and drive that innovation? I think that is the key. And we've seen some of the benefits for some of our clients, right? We've seen benefits with bringing in that layer of intelligent document extraction, analytics, trying to process that data, set it up. Also use AI ML models to try and drive the fraud scoring, to try and drive the subrogation scoring, right? Can I use AI ML? I have historical data sitting with me. Can I use some of these models to know if there is a potential for fraud on this particular case? Only if there is potential, then I assign it to a claims handler or the SIU team. If there is no fraud, then I can flag it as no fraud, right? So there are avenues that can be taken by bringing together intelligent document extraction, AI ML, right? And bringing together the entire ecosystem of InsurTech to try and accelerate this journey for you, right? And some of the key capabilities that this specific solution offers is the initial claim setup, like I said, integration with the document extraction piece, right? Building out the business rules and the integrations to the policy admin systems to try and check for coverages that are valid automatically. Enable that low-touch claims handling, right? We always aim for STP, but STP is not going to happen in commercial insurance. We all know that, right? So as much low-touch as we can. How do we drive that low-touch handling? Can we also offer email virtual assistants to reach out to the brokers or the TPAs or the MGAs for additional information rather than having a human in the loop? Can we remove that human in the loop and try and drive that, right? Some of this can be done, some of this cannot be done, right? But a lot of it can be achieved by bringing all of these basic building blocks together, right? And again, to enable that low-touch processing, your AI ML models are critical, right? For example, subrogation, again, like I said, fraud, things like this. These are pre-built into the platform. And also, I told you about plug-and-play modules, providing business rules for the business to manage. For example, triage and segmentation, right? Can we build a rules module for triage and segmentation that can be exposed to the business so that they can manage it, right? They don't have to depend on IT to make those changes whenever there is a change that is required to the modules. Things like that is what are capabilities that are offered by this particular solution. And we'll see a quick demo of the solution, right? We'll take a few personas as we go through, and we'll see what we've tried to achieve, right? So you will see a persona of Gloria as the solution comes in. Again, a broker or an insured does not want to do much, is not digitally savvy, wants to just send an email out and let the insurer handle most of the work, right? So you'll see most of it is a natural language, an email that is sent out. We've used ExtractEdge, which is an Infosys solution, to extract the data out of that intelligently, right? Make sense of that natural language processing engine that we have, make sense of the attachments or the documents that have come in, auto-populate the data. Most of the data is auto-populated as we go through this, right? As I let the demo play out, most of the data is auto-populated. So you will see that the document, the data in the documents have been extracted, right? We have pre-populated that data onto the FNOL workbench that is there. And we have built integrations into some of the core admin systems. We've built it into Guidewire. We've not done it for Duck Creek. It's on the product roadmap for us, right? So there are 4 entry points into Duck Creek there, where we take the data from the workbench on Unqork and integrate it in, right? So your claim automatically gets set up, right? As you go through the process, the claim gets set up automatically from your workbench. Now, the beauty of the solution, and you'll see some of it as we go through, is that we have built-in AI ML models for fraud and subrogation. So you will see that a fraud and a subrogation score is provided by the system, right? Now, if that is passed on to Guidewire or Duck Creek or any of your core admin systems, and it is a low value, high volume claim, right? And if there is no fraud, no subrogation, and if the system is automatically able to tell you that it is not there, then you're going to save a ton of money by just auto-adjudicating that particular claim, right? Rather than assigning it to a claim handler. And that is what we plan to achieve with some of this, right? And we've also built another interesting module here called Proactive FNOL, where we are trying to integrate with IoT sensors, be it for your marine claims or for some of the data that comes in. We call it Proactive FNOL, in which case if the IoT sensors send out some data of machinery in the workshop, something going wrong, things like that, based on the data that is being sent by the devices, the FNOL automatically gets created, and it is assigned, a claim is set up, assigned. We reach out to the insured to tell them that there is data that is coming out of the sensors, there is a claim that will get set up for this, and then we take it forward from there, right? So in summary, as we go through, ability to extract data that is coming in, ability to use AI ML models to try and drive automation, ability to provide pre-built integrations to some of the policy admin systems, and also the ability to proactively provide automation, right? Not just wait for a loss to be reported, but rather if you can take the data from the devices and try and reach out proactively to the insured or the broker and set up the claim for them, right? That is some of the challenges that I talked about on the first slide, where I said, today you're not using data properly to be relevant for the customer, right? Now you're using the data to be relevant for the customer, proactively engaging with the customer to handle the claim, right? This helps drive low-touch claims handling, right? It's proactive in nature, and it is automated end-to-end. Some of the key challenges we said today that traditional insurers are not able to handle, right? And that is something that we try and offer as eApps to the insurers to try and accelerate and innovate and be relevant in the marketplace, right? Or else millennials like me, as as they become the prevalent generation in this world, right? I'm not going to go back to the traditional insurers. I'll continue to do business with a root. I would not rather go back to State Farm or any of the other insurers, right? So it is necessary to leverage insurtech as an enabler, right? It is important to leverage some of what we are seeing by bringing data together, by bringing AI/ML together, right? And trying to drive and use some of these apps on a low-code architecture to try and accelerate the journey is what is needed, right? And we offer this as a SaaS offering, right? Ritvik, you want to talk about how we have packaged this?
Sure. Thank you, Vinay. I think this entire solution that we saw, the insurance e-apps, it's pretty relevant in today's industry for our insurers, right? While we have built the solution, while we have built the entire e-app store, we want to bring it to you, right? We want you to leverage this because that's where the value resides. How do we want to do it for you, right? What we are providing you over here is already a pre-built platform on Unqork, right? With templates, with pre-built integration components, with a lot of other pre-built artifacts in it. And then we are also providing you the flexibility to make the changes, to customize on top of it, right? You want to use this solution as your solution. That's what we are providing it for you, right? We are also cognizant of the fact that while you accelerate, while you innovate, cost is also a factor, right? You want to do it you want to do it in a way where you get the right ROIs, where you get the right total cost of ownership, right? We are cognizant of that fact, and the entire module, the entire commercial model around this entire solution is built keeping in mind how can we drive that ROI for you, how can we drive that TCO for you. How do we implement it for you, right? Where the solution is there, it's just not you buy it and start using it from day one, right? Because you have to go through a life cycle of customization, you have to go through a life cycle of adopting it within your organization, right? What we have seen from our experience is, if it's not Unqork, if it's any other technologies, if it's custom built, you will take anywhere between 26 to 30 weeks to build a solution of this kind, right? Be it one single solution or FNOL or any of the other e-apps. With this platform, we have tested it with our customers, and we have built an end-to-end, or rather rolled out an end-to-end MVP in 18 weeks. And this 18 weeks is with complex integrations, right? We have seen it range from anywhere between 12 to 18 weeks, right? Depends on the MVP that you want to choose and how quickly you want to roll it out, right? But this significantly saves you the time to roll out and to visualize or have a vision for the new age FNOL or new age e-apps, which you want to roll out for your millennial customers, right? So this is just a indicative implementation timeline. We will work very closely with you and ensure that you are on the right path, and we would be taking you through this entire journey, right? So in short, while it's an industry pioneering solution, is an eApp solution that we have, we also want to ensure that we take you through the journey, we hold your hand, and we ensure your success, right? And ensure it's as Infosys, we take you through the navigating the next for you, for your organization, right? So that's where this comes in. With pre-built end-to-end journeys, with end-to-end automation, with options to customize it based on your requirement, we want to drive innovation and acceleration for you using Unqork's codeless architecture, right? It's not only Unqork, we are trying to create the entire ecosystem using Unqork as the core catalyst for your e-apps, right? So that is the entire idea behind this. And we have seen success with it, and we would want to bring that success to you, to your organization, help accelerate innovation, and the new age customer experience. That's all from us. I hope you found this solution pretty interesting, and I'm sure it's resonating with quite a few of you. I saw quite a few aligning with or resonating with the problem statements that we had on the slides, right? I'm sure it's a solution that you would be interested in, and we are here to help you. We are here to take you through that entire journey of innovation and transformation. That's pretty much that we had. We are open for any questions. We are open for any advices that you might have on the solution. I'm sure you are trying or you are embarking on a similar initiative within your organization. We are here to accelerate that for you. Yeah.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, this is not a product, it's the accelerators and the capabilities that you provide when it's stitched together, it builds up a product for us, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it is, we bring in the entire industry best practices into it. It's not just a technical solution. We have the eApps with pre-built frameworks into it, right, which we have built on Unqork. At the same time, we have built in and embedded the entire industry best practice from a customer journey aspect, right? So if you look at it, it is not an accelerator. It's a product which helps you, or a solution which helps you to adopt an FNOL or a hardship withdrawal or any of these modules within your environment, right? Because when you go through the journey, you would anyway be going through a requirements and the entire journey, right? All those are already templatized. They're already baked in, right? You can cut down the entire cycle time from your requirements, from your development. The entire SDLC is shortened for you.
Those templates can be modified.
Absolutely. It is configurable. It is customizable.
You look at it as pre-built solutions that will help you accelerate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so for the components which do like the document extraction and the natural language processing, are those modules that you've built, or do you partner with another vendor for those? Or
So,
Yeah.
yeah, the document extraction and the AI ML models are something that we've built. Infosys as a company has a product engineering arm and a subsidiary called Extract Edge. So we've been doing this for quite some time. It is a product on its own where we have pre-built document extraction, AI ML models with natural language processing that does this.
okay, thanks.